Welcome to Eugene, Oregon. A picturesque evening here. Perfect counter to the chaos that's about to unfold on this field in front of us. The crowd has been waiting all day. They're fired up to see the Ducks open another season at Autzen Stadium, the House of Loud. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bennett. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Makes his man miss. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Logger.
On third down, going up top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's into the open down the middle. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oregon. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Going deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Missouri.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, looking again to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
That is a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback, wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and then got his big paws in the air.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football, and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon 7, Missouri 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He'll try it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude. And they did.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now improvising. He's got it, they convert. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Little touch pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater.
Guys guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Coming out with it, it's Bennett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Ball's on the 18. It's 2nd down and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Bennett. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. At the 40, there he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Ducks are in the red zone. Give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They'll immediately call timeout. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense.
Now 55, Tuna. Hawk.
He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Now, a fourth down.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him. But great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
He's looking for a man on second down. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
How about this defense? Getting to the quarterback in back-to-back plays. You want to pressure the quarterback. If you get him on the ground, it's gravy. Nice job. 2 sacks in a row, bringing up a third and long situation.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires to the big fella.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He only needs a sliver of daylight, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They're bringing heat. Safe completion on the screen. Still running at the 40. Can anyone catch him? Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back. And, man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Ducks in the hurry up. On 2nd and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
After getting nothing, would they try to throw it again on 3rd and 1? Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Off the play fake on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense off guard there with the bootleg. I don't think the ball handling was great by the quarterback. One reason why it didn't really fool anybody defensively. Give the defense credit. Good job with their eyes. They don't give up too many yards at all.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He wants to pass it on second down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's looking on the right side. And he reels it in inside the 30. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 17, Missouri 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Off play action on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. On the option. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. It is good. And, guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Buying some time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Smashes through the tackle. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here on 2nd and short. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On the move at the 30. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Oregon! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards, and the tempo, and all the stuff they do. Does a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
To the air on first down. He finds his man.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. This is supposed to be the easiest play in football, except when there's this much pressure. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. He'll come out throwing on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the catch down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.